Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So my name is Kishana Bright, and we don't know say, but always I come from people on the internet, come talk about things that don't concern me and things that are vivacious. Today is one of the days that we're going to talk about things that are vivacious. And me and 3 of my other friends are going to have that conversation. So today we are talking about the yard and road flow admin. Yeah? And in my perspective, me personally, I love the language because what? As you can see, they are talking. Yeah? So she as in Tammy, yeah, she used a lot of Patois Jamaican dialect in the video, and it just connected the viewers and the persons who Flo is trying to reach to the Jamaican culture. So they have to push the things that will reach the people, so they pushed the Jamaican dialect and it did just what it's supposed to do. So yeah, daughter, tell me, what you said, what about the image then?
Right? So you know that communication is verbal and non-verbal, right? And like how Krishana just talked about the verbal aspect and the language in the advertisement, I'm going to tell you all about the non-verbal aspect. Specifically, the images that were used throughout the advertisement. We know that the flyers and ads that Flo usually use, their whole theme is stay connected, stay connected, stay connected. Exactly. And what's the best way to send this message out? The idea of a family. That's one of the most important connections that we have. Just as important as Wi-Fi. I mean, it's a basic necessity. And so Flo is smart in how they decided to use images to suggest the idea of connection, because they use the family. And not only that, they use the celebrity family. Meet the Mitchells. It's so interesting to me how Flo understands that the importance of connection and can work it into most of their promotion ideas. So Tammy Chin, in the very first scene of our advertisement, she's opening the door and letting her friend in. An open door is already a sign of connection and allowing persons in. And then she does what? She hugs her friend. That's also another sign of connection. And so those images continue throughout, where she's smiling and she's hugging and she's laughing with her family, or they're laughing with each other. And those are signs of connections. All the themes that Flo wants to associate themselves are things that the Mitchell family associates themselves with, like family and togetherness, like joy, like positivity. Those are images that we should be thinking of, or themes we should be thinking of when we see Flo. And yet we think of it when we see Meet the Mitchells. So Flo roping them in and using their face as an image for their brand, that was a really smart move. But to me, even deeper than just the idea of connection and using a celebrity family, there's this little white light that flies around throughout the advertisement, and it has a blue trail. In the first scene, it flies through the open door from the outside, also known as the road, and it flies into the house, also known as the yard, hence yard and road. So the blue thing that's throughout the advertisement, you might be wondering, okay, what could that represent? What point does that make in the message of the advertisement? And I think of a little fairy when I saw it. Flying from room to room. It was in the room where Jackson and Ozzy was playing games, and it was in the room where Ivy was sleeping, or at least it flew around the nanny camera with Ivy sleeping, and it flew to Gio and Wayne dancing or watching whatever sports on the device. And so it's showing that Flo is there at each of those important moments, because technology is a big part of those special moments happening. So I believe that Flo uses these images effectively, and it positively shapes the consumer's impressions, communicates faster than words can, and so this advertisement conjures a specific mental image of Flo in the mind of its viewers, right? Because when we think about all these mundane activities that we see the children and the parents doing in the advertisement, the images that's coming out is them bonding, them connecting in simple things. But Flo is always there, and that's the whole point and effectiveness of their imagery.
So for the effectiveness of the message, to me, the ad itself, it was very effective, and the message I got was that when you use Flow Yarden Road, it is actually very much fast. As you can see, the little graphics on the screen, it was signifying that yes, the Flow Yarden Road is actually fast enough, and the members of the family, they were there and they were actually using the internet, so we could actually see that it was fast. And yes, when the neighbor said, "Oh, your internet is so fast," like yes, that just solidifies the entire point of the ad, that yes, it was very fast. So to me, the message was very clear, it was very to the point. You could see that yes, we're talking about this internet and it is very fast, and the call to action actually shows us as well that yes, we're going to be talking about, you know, like the price of it, the where to get it, you know, and stuff like that. So to me, the message was very effective.
Listen, this advertisement target audience is broad, but you know, I think it's mainly appealing to us Jamaicans who are looking for a better and an affordable internet. You know, and another thing, when I hear the phrase Yarden Road, you know that it is immediately, you know that it is referring to us Jamaicans. Firstly, us Jamaicans, firstly, Yarden Road, yeah. And also, I want to point out that this ad uses a variety of media appeal, but the two that stood out to me was emotional appeal and visual appeal. Because when you look at it, when you really sit down and you watch the ad, you know, you figure that the ad feature bright and vibrant visual that, you know, catches them immediately. It catches my attention. And also, when it's emotional appeal, the ad tap into viewers' emotion by showing them how the Flow Yarden Road product can help them stay connected with their loved ones while enjoying their life. I can tell you, this is the best advertisement I've seen so far. So Jada, how organized do you think the information was? Let me hear from you.
So for the organization of the information, now on this ad, to me it was very organized. At the end of it, at the very end of the ad, we could actually see the call to action where we see the price of the package, the Flow Yarden Road package, where to get it, what number to call, and stuff like that. So that was very organized, because if we didn't have a CTA, then the entirety of the video would not make any sense, no matter how you're talking about how it is fast and stuff like that. If you did not have a call to action, then the viewers or the audience actually, they would not know what to do, and that don't make no sense, right? So to me, the ad was very much organized. From the beginning we got the introduction that yes, we're going to be talking about the Flow Yarden Road, and to the end we actually see how we're supposed to get the Flow Yarden Road. So to me, that's my little take on this Flow Yarden Road, the organization of the information on this ad. If you have anything else, you can drop them in the comments. Bye.
Hey, so you want to know about how engaging this advertisement was? I believe that Flow did an excellent job in bringing their message across and making it engaging for the advertisements. Otherwise, to be honest, we wouldn't be critiquing it right now. Now, there's a criteria that they give us to allow us to know how to rate if an advertisement is engaging or not to the audience. First of all, is it relevant? Yes, it definitely was relevant, because the sale or the deal that Flow has is still currently going on. Does it have a clear message? Yes, we discussed this earlier. Its message is connection, connectivity. Its message is staying connected. Its message is family, positivity, and Flow definitely brings that across in the advertisement campaign. Does it have a clear target audience? Shakira discussed that earlier. And yes, so it makes it engaging to that audience. Does it have a storytelling aspect to it? Does it? Of course it does. We see the family going through their house. We see the family playing games with other persons. It tells a story of what this family do on a day-to-day basis. And it makes it so interesting, especially because it's a family that we all know and love. Then it talks about credibility. This helps it to make an advertisement engaging, because imagine if you saw somebody that's not too credible promoting Flow. You would have been engaged. You would immediately log off or skip the advertisement. But it's credible people that use Flow in their homes and use Flow often, and so we can trust and know that it's a good ad. Does it have a call to action? Jada spoke about that earlier too. Yes, it does. It makes you want to go and purchase the Yard and Road plan. And is it simple? That's what I love about this ad campaign. It is very simple. It's not overly complex. They're not doing too much to try to appeal to you. It's just a family living their day-to-day life. It's so relatable. And to me, that's what makes this Flow Yard and Road ad a 10 out of 10 on the scale of engagement for their audience. But let's talk about the research level. Now, while we were doing this research to find out more about the Flow Yard and Road ad, we used a qualitative research technique. We read a lot about Flow Yard and Road, we watched the videos, the advertisements, we brainstormed together, we looked up what the different terms meant, like audience and research and engagement. So it was definitely the nature of our research in critiquing this ad was qualitative. And furthermore, we can tell that Flow definitely did their research on how to make an effective advertisement. But that's what we thought about the ad, and I'd love to hear what you thought about the advertisement and the entire Flow Yard and Road campaign, all the advertisements that fall under this campaign. What did you think about it? Type it in the comments and ensure that you subscribe. Over to the next.
Finally, I believe that the message that they were trying to bring across was effective. They used scenarios that were relatable because they kept running in and out of the house while staying connected, and that was the point of the ad, and the language and everything that was included in the ad, from the images, the social media influencer presence, celebrity presence, amongst other things, helped to push the message that Flow wanted to send out.